Welcome back. The Western New York Armed Forces Week is the 62nd annual celebration of Armed Forces Day in Western New York. And here with more details on everything going on next week is Bernie, Frank, and George. Thank you so much for coming in.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Of course. Let's first talk about Western New York Armed Forces Committee and what the mission is.
So the mission of the committee is to celebrate Armed Forces Week. It's I always call it the third military celebration that no one knows about, Armed Forces Day. Everyone knows about Memorial Day,
right.
Everyone knows about Veterans Day, but Armed Forces is to celebrate those who are serving presently, who is in active service of our country. So 65 years ago, it actually started as an actual initiative or anniversary, and so we've picked it up in Western New York to try and honor those who are serving in Western New York. So the mission is to honor 14 or a member of each branch of the service and the reserve components and the National Guard components with a Serviceman of the Year award from Western New York. So we think it's a pretty special honor.
I'd say so. We talk often about the importance of giving people their flowers while they're still here to accept it, and especially, our active members that are currently, serving us. Let's give them their flowers and let them know we thank them for the work that they're currently doing, and not just wait till after, right? So I love that. Give us an overview of Armed Forces Week and what that represents.
All right, well, Armed Forces Week, actually, Armed Forces Day started with President Harry Truman declaring it back in 1949. And at one point, we had the second largest Armed Forces Week celebration in the country.
Oh, wow.
And our one started with the Eisenhower administration.
Yes.
That's the amazing thing.
Yeah.
So, we start off with our opening ceremonies. And this year it'll be at the Connecticut Street Armory. They've reopened to the public. And where we have a couple of speeches. I make a speech as civilian chairman, and then we have a military chairman that will talk, and then we'll have a guest this year. The Navy we rotate which branch hosts the ball and celebration. And this year it's the Navy, so we're having a two-star admiral come from Washington.
Wow.
And he will be the guest speaker and the guest speaker at our luncheon. But we have the opening ceremonies, and that would be on Thursday, May 8th. In front of the Connecticut Street Armory, and then we have the luncheon in the Armory, and then on the evening of the 10th is our ball, our formal ball, and we have not just the people who are currently serving, but veterans that come and members of the public who wish to honor those who are serving. And then the week later, on the 17th, I believe it is the 5K run, where we raise funds for certain veterans' families and such, and they'll describe that in a little bit.
Okay. Let's start off with the opening ceremony. What can we expect? Is that open to the public?
Yes, that is open to the public.
Yes, it's free of charge. It's right out in front, if the weather holds. It's right out in front of the Connecticut Armory on Connecticut Street, and it'll be all branches of the service celebrated. We intend to have military music that would match the branch being celebrated, and a couple of other very veteran-oriented happenings. And then once we're done with that, then the luncheon will start about maybe 45 minutes later.
They'll have the 21-gun salute, too.
So wow. Okay. Well, let's get into the ball and the honor awards that's happening next weekend.
Well, the ball happens on the 10th, if you don't
That's
mind.
correct, yeah.
And we honor those who have served very highly, during the past course of the year. And there'll be 14 that we'll be recognizing from the different branches of the service. So we'll have like a formal ceremony where they'll come out, and I, as civilian chairman, and our military chairman, George, will be presenting the awards to each one of them in front of their families and other guests that they bring, and in front of all the people that come to the ball.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you have the 5K that's coming up. When and where is that happening?
So the 5K is actually down at the Servicemen's Park, and that is it's going to be like 200 runners that come in to do that. And again, the idea is to, that is actually, what's really cool about that, it's sponsored by Russell J. Salvatore, and he does a great job of supporting and honoring our military and our servicemen. And so that 5K run is done there around the city of Buffalo, so to speak, or in there. And then, and again, the funds that raises goes to the support organizations that help, active duty service people as well as veterans.
Amazing. All righty. Where can our viewers go to learn more information?
Well, we have a website. It's a well, I hate doing that, but it's Western New York Armed Forces Week.com, and it gives all the information about each of the events. And by the end of the month, it'll have all the honorees up on there too.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about this Armed Forces Week. Viewers, if there are 4 events planned throughout Armed Forces Week to celebrate our local servicemen and women in the Armed Forces. For the whole schedule of events and details, you can visit WNYArmedForcesWeek.com. Thank you all so much for coming in.
Thank you. It was our pleasure.